मद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। श्री गुरुचरण कमलं वन्दे रमणपृष्ठाय भूतले। श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदं च कृपामूर्तिं नारायणम् नमामि। नारायण पादपङ्कजं करोमि नारायण पूजनं सदा। वदामि नारायण नाम निर्मलं स्मरामि नारायण तत्त्वमव्ययम्। नमो विष्णुपादाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्री श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त नारायण इति नाम। श्रीकृष्ण लीला कथाने सुदाक्षं औदार्य माधुर्य गुणैश्च युक्तं वरं वरेण्यं पुरुषमान्तं नारायणं तं शिरसा नमामि। त्रिदण्डीनां भक्तशिरोमणिं च श्रीकृष्णपादाब्जहृदयकवि चैतन्यलीलामृतसारसारं नारायणं त्वं सततं प्रपद्ये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल। Let me offer millions of obeisances at the lotus feet of your Gurudev, Pan Guru Varga, Nam Anishta Santa Sripada Purushan, the Koti Dandavat, all present past, future Vaishnavas, Dandavat Pranam. Vancha Kalpataru Vyasya Krupa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Please forgive me for the delay. Circumstances. So now Purushottam Mass is finished. Now, um, 23rd is Baladev Vidyabhushan's disappearance. And 24, Sri Ganga Mata Goswami's disappeared. Same day, Ganga Devi's Avirbhava. Hmm, Ganga Puja. Ganga Mataji, she was a famous Vaishnavi, very powerful Vaishnavi. She was in Vrindavan. She she was a princess. But then Guru's order, she came to Jagannath Puri, and Sri Ganga Mata Goswami. Ki jai, jai, jai. Then Pandav Nirjal Ekadasi, 25th June. Then 29th, Jagannath Snana Yatra, 29th. Then 2 weeks later, Jagannath Rath Yatra, 16th July. Mm. 16th July. Then Guru Purnima is 29th July. Chaturmasya begins. Then 29th. Then 24th November, Kartik ends. Then that's now I think we have already done. We were, we were doing this Purushottam um, Brihad Bhagavatamrita. It's very, very sweet. Um, Sanatan Goswami, um, like in the Krishna Leela, not to show that Krishna Leela is not static, it's dynamic. No one can predict it, and it's not going to repeat. You know? Ever fresh. Anything connected with Krishna is ever. Still, the pattern remains the same. From childhood to the day we leave this world, this pattern does not change. But the skin is changing, Every 7 years, our entire body gets flushed out. So you can see, something amazing. So in this world itself, we can see so many amazing things. Why not spiritual? You know, can we not expect? Now, in this pastime, in one of the Kalpa Veda, Krishna tames the uh, Keshi, this horse. He tames him. Tames meaning he subdues. Then puts a like a thread through his mouth to control. And then he requests all his sakas to sit, you know, and then takes a ride in the sky. So that one pastime, it describes. Very sweet. Then also, the Srimad Bhagavatam, Kaliyanaga, you know, taming. See, Kaliyanaga now is a Vaishnava. You should not be careful. You know. In the beginning, even though he tried to attack and all that, now he has become Vaishnava. So we cannot find fault in him or criticize. Okay. So this is an example how that's why we should not criticize anybody or find fault in anyone. If you say Kaliyanaga, like that in past now, but he's a Vaishnava, he has become Vaishnava. So it becomes very offensive. For the past time, he did that unknowingly, but now he has become Vaishnava. That means all whatever he did is all wiped out. So we can no longer make him, you know, uh, judge on him. You know. So same way, we might have done so many things in the previous lives. Krishna forgives. You know. And that's why forgiveness is the one of the very wonderful quality. You know. If we learn to forgive others and ourselves, not one day today, right? In all situations. You know. So as soon as you get up, you say, I will try to forgive. Even somebody makes me upset, or an upsetting situation comes, I will not get disturbed. I will forgive. You know, whether they did knowingly or unknowingly. You know, so like that, forgiveness is Mm. I'm sorry. No, we were, I don't know where we left off. So what we are saying is we should have forgiveness, quality of forgiveness, develop forgiveness quality, because it pleases very much, more than any other quality. You have to, if you have a forgiveness quality, Krishna loves, you become very, very dear to Krishna. So then we will also get forgiven, you know. Of course, with the not the intent, knowingly, unknowingly. See, that's the prayer we do. Knowingly or unknowingly, in this life or previous life. Um, you know, please forgive us. All the present, past, future Vaishnava. So like that, very amazing. So that's why we should be very careful. See, one way to do this is there's one Bengali adage, they so huh?
Is it working? It is working.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working. Okay, yes.
So um, now today is our question and answer Thursday. Any questions because of time? I mean, 8:50. Gurve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sometimes when you describe how Gopakumar felt unsatisfied, not happy, I would feel a suppressed feeling that doesn't feel good. Is it because of anarthas? I used to wish that someone would guide me through this book and I would be more inspired to practice bhakti as a result. But I didn't feel this motivation after listening to it for a month. feel like I'm so fallen and wonder if there will ever be a remedy for it so that I may become more aspire to become the servant of the Guru Parampara. See, this is very nice. I don't know, I remember the one of the thing that see in the first canto, remember Narad Muni after the incidents, Navavrindavan, you remember near Dwarka, right? Krishna is crying and he falls, unconscious along with Balaram. You remember? Then Garuda, then everybody is crying. Then Brahma also comes down. Then Brahma also starts crying. Then Garuda, because there was nobody to specify. Then Brahma becomes sober. No, I have to do something. He understands Krishna is in the viraha of Vrindavan. You know, gopis and all the Mother Yashoda, everybody, cows. He is completely identifying. In his mind he is in Vrindavan, you know, but his body is in Dwarka. He's completely drenched. Gets up first, then he dresses up Krishna like Vrindavan, and then gradually wakes him up. Then he sees Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, he pays obeisance, Yashoda, he sees. Like that. Now he's completely identifying. Wow, I'm in Vrindavan. you know, he's in Vrindavan. So he's doing his lila. So in Vrindavan, he exhibits his sweetness to the limit. Understand? So then he's walking and seeing this amazing beauty of Krishna that in Vrindavan, because other than Rohini, nobody has seen it. Huh? Possibility is there are many demons trying to attack Yudhishthira Maharaj. Oh yes, I'm alone enough to vanquish. Like that, he gets back to the mood. Then he brought back to Garuda brings back to him the palace. Right there, they are. Um, Krishna is telling from his own lotus mouth, glorifying the gopis. You know how amazing they were. And then Uddhava, thinking that he might again go back to Vrindavan, very carefully brings back the queens there, and then prasadam, all that. Then Narada Muni also, he tells Narada Muni has come. He invites. Why is he hesitating to come in? No, is anybody preventing him? No, no. His own shyness. He feels normally feels that he has done an offense. That's why he's not coming. No, no, make him come like that. Then they take prasadam, and then Krishna worships Narada Muni. And then Narada Muni start dancing, and then he requests Krishna to give him a boon, which Krishna agrees. So the first boon that Narada Muni asks is, uh, is amazing. It relate to this question. Um, he says, "Oh Krishna, you say, Krishna, I'm asking this boon. What is that? Oh, your mercy, Krishna's mercy. Ananda Swarup. His form is Ananda, such is Ananda. So your mercy, huh, bhakti, and then prema, you know, devotion. Is mercy, devotion, and then the love. Huh? No one should get satisfied in that. Ah, I try to understand that. Nobody should be satisfied in the mercy, devotion, and the love towards Krishna. So, because see, by His mercy we get bhakti, from bhakti we get prem, right? So, all these three, it will not appear same time. Um, Sometimes we see mercy of Krishna on someone, bhakti, and then prem, right? Uh, Now, if you ask it, what is the foundation for the all the three? So, it's saying foundation is the Ananda Swarupa, is the personified of intense pleasure, right? Ananda, happiness. Because that is the foundation for this mercy, devotion, and love. Huh? So it is very very special. So nobody should be satisfied with that. Then of course Krishna says, "Oh, Vidagda Chudam Narada. Oh Narada, what are you asking? What boon you are asking? My mercy, devotion, and prem. The nature is such that nature is always like that. It will not be, they will not be satisfied. So that's the thing. That's why, suppose if you hear this pastime, it is a good sign, you know, saying that I'm not understood or I'm not like that. Feeling short of something is actually natural. You should not get worried about it. For example, in the case of Brahmana, you remember we went through Brahmana in the Prayag, then South Indian king to Indra, to Brahma, Brahma to Shiva, Shiva to Prahlad, Prahlad to Hanuman, Hanuman to Pandavas, to Yadavas, and to Uddhava, and to Gopis, Radha. You think anybody was satisfied? Everybody said, no. you know, Krishna doesn't have, the mercy they have is they are not happy. The bhakti, they say we don't have any bhakti at all. The Brahmana was saying, the king was saying, Indra was saying, Brahma, Shiva, Prahlad, Hanuman, you know, everybody said, no, I don't have bhakti. They are not satisfied. And then the love they had. So gopis, how much love they have. And they think they have no love for him, you know. So how we can reconcile or understand? So Krishna is saying this is his nature. Now from the Krishna, this is about from the angle of devotees, right? What about from the angle of if somebody else devotee, and he'll be more pleased. You know, because he could not, we are doing what Krishna cannot do, you know. So that's one thing. And in love, Yashoda Maya also says to Nanda Maharaj, this blue is jewel, what we can do. No matter how much I do, I feel almost short to please him. Yeah. So Nanda Yashoda herself feels short. Gopis feels short. So Krishna feels short. So in the material world, okay, this is spiritual world. Material world is a reflection, You think anybody, any rich person, so-called rich person in this world is actually miserable person. Okay, I'm sorry to say this, but you take over the richest person now. Look at his personal thing. He says his mind is not in control. I don't want anybody to have my mind. He said $1 trillion. No shortage. You think he's happy? You think he's contented with this money? Oh, 1 trillion is enough. No, he wants even more. Billionaire wants more. Millionaire wants to be even more. See, this is this is the reflection of that. Spiritual thing. People are not satisfied with whatever. They want more. Thing is, the difference is here. If you're going after more and more, you get more miserable. Okay. Whereas in the spiritual world, you'll get more happy. Even though you feel short of it, but it brings you happiness. See, that is an amazing aspect of bhakti. So that's why it is natural. That's why Krishna says, hey, Narada Muni, what you ask boon is not a boon at all. So you ask something else, you know, because this is the nature. Even if you one reaches a point where you are happy, that they'll be hankering more and more. Oh, I wish I could do more. So that is the nature. So also that's why we should not feel, uh, but we can strive always. There's another, actually, this is a preparation for the next, uh, Purushottamas. After 3 years later, 3 years, 4 months, something like that, you'll get back, you'll get another opportunity, provided we are still on this planet. Okay. So, mm, so the remedy is, mm, more chanting, you know, and then chanting the Diksha mantras, yeah, properly. And you can see Gopakumar, he was going. See, he also became, you know, Indra, host of Brahma, you know, but he was not happy. Even in the king of Jagannath Puri. So it incomplete. He was happy only when he reached Golok. So he was not happy with any other form. So this exhibits the foremost. That's why Mother Uttar's question, she was insisting that, you tell me a place, you know, there must be a very, very special place for the sweet, very dedicated, very sweet pastimes. Gopis. They cannot be ordinary place, ordinary Vaikuntha. So that's why he was describing. So he was going through all these lokas to shed a light. Actually, how many lokas are there? You know, What are the characteristics? So if we know this, then our faith will increase in the pastimes of Braja. We'll have only desire to go to Braja and nothing else. After, for example, after going through this, do you want to become an Indra? Right? Nobody would like to. Brahma, get it. So, uh, so like that, living entities. Of course, we cannot become Shiva in one sense. So, so whatever we are, uh, we should accept that and be happy. With that. So it's very, very inspiring. Uh, And it shows, even though we have all these lokas, same way the sweetness of Krishna also changes. The topmost sweetness of Krishna, you can see, is Vrindavan. So, and the mercy also. Like a dream. It assists the pastimes of Vrindavan. See, in one sense, these are all assisting. So, any other question? Guru Gaurachanda. Mm. I read that Swami Srila Prabhupada would allow devotees to drink a cup of hot milk every evening because milk developed a finer tissue of the brain for spiritual understanding. I noticed that you have the same in your temple as well. I thought it is not good to drink liquid in the evening time, as a person will go to sleep in the next hour or so. Is there any spiritual significance of this? And if we are Western devotees, we have no access to non-violent milk. Could we just imagine we drank it in our mind instead to get the spiritual one? There you go. See, the milk, if you taken from the this Indian breed caste, this A2 milk, something what you call, is actually not milk. It's a amrut, it's a amrut. So by taking that, it doesn't come under normal, thing. So, and generally not right after meal. See, there must be a gap. Uh, or you don't take anything in the evening, then you take milk. So, not too late, you know. Um, then it's, Ayurveda says it's beneficial. Um, so, but if you don't want to take it, like morning, if you take it like a gold, right? Then mid morning, like a silver. Afternoon, then it start become iron. Evening, it will be like a lead. Ah, okay, it's very dangerous. So the timing, the is uh, Western people, Western this uh, medicine, they don't consider that. It is same thing, anytime. Effect is same. But that is not true. Even the sun, for example, morning sun is very active, but evening sun, uh actually should not, should avoid evening sunlight. Something like that. Uh, Up to noon time, it is one thing. It's very beneficial. Afterwards, the benefits kind of goes down. So, like that, the Shastra, and I'm sure they are true, effective. But from the present science, they, mhm, for them, it's same thing, sunlight. So, same way, milk and all that. Definitely, the time factor is also there. Because the body, the after evening, it starts in the mode of, like throwing it out. It is preparing itself to flush it out. So that's why you don't eat the late night, because the digestion, it is not going to do digestion. Primary function is visarjana, getting rid of toxin or body. You know. So that's why it makes sense. But if you eat forcefully, then what happens? It has to allot some resources for the digestion, and that will be disturbs the other processes. So your visarjana is incomplete. There will be stuck, you know, so digestion problem. So one day is okay to adjust. Every day, if we keep doing it, then gradually it problems. So like that. Mhm. Any other question? See, milk is like anything, like in the previous question. Fine, because the sattvic nature of sattva. The cow, you see, has no tension. In other words, in an ideal situation, ideal environment, if the cow is happy, then milk will be very, very sattvic. Right? Once bought a mansion, thinking it would be turned into a temple to spread bhakti. And if it does not work, then at least my parents could live in it for retirement. However, after living in it for a few months, I realized the place has soundproof, a lot of bugs in a tropical city. Water is not good. Hard to do kirtan, as the community will give a noise ticket, and hard to be to do fire yajna, since maybe someone will report it if it smells too much. Although people do barbecue from time to time. Right now, I've been renting the place for occasionally as here when we start rental for vacation from us. I did put BG book in the house and hang some Srimati Samarani Devi's painting. It will inspire people or at least plant a seed in their heart. I've been suffering severe financial losses on a yearly basis for owning the mansion. The strange thing is when I asked my friend who knows tarot card, oracle card, akashic record, or other fortune telling methods, they all told me I should not sell the house and wait until 2 years later. But my parents think I'm a fool and always argue with me that I should sell, so I won't lose so much money each year. Sometimes I do think if I could have saved the money, I could have donated more money to my Gurudev temple. His advice on what best course of action in this case. Thank you for all these answers. Bhakti. Gaurachandra. Krishna and Krishna. So please forgive me, but that thing. So whether you are still living there or not, mm, you have to make the best out of the bad bargain, something like that. So I don't know the consequences of the finance thing. Mm, I'm wondering if you can do like prasadam distribution or kirtan. So with some other devotees there. You start with other local devotees um, in that area. Do kirtan and then give out some prasadam, simple prasadam. Once a week like that. So gradually, uh, that the Kirtan will purify the area, and people also will not complain. Like for example, here in Bangalore, yesterday I was talking to this devotee. He has a store in the main road. He sells some, like hardware store. But uses the cow dung, for example, in front of his store. Then twice a week we distribute prasadam. They do kirtan in front of his store on the main road. People come and take prasadam. And by this process, the customers who come, they have less complaint, and they say, somehow or the other, when I come here, I feel more peaceful, more stable. Uh, so like that, they get influenced by that. He also having chanting all the time. This, uh, so, and twice a week, devotees will go and then do kirtan there, and then distribute prasadam. It has an amazing effect, you know. So, if you whether you're going to keep it or not, huh, depends on the financial position. Uh, but you should not burden too much. Then, and as you keep listening to them, they will become more relaxed. Then they will open up.